What's up guys, JFM here, back with an epic mod review for you all today. Today, I'm going to be showcasing the Pocket Power mod, or the Redstone mod for Minecraft Pocket Edition. This is an absolutely incredible mod. It was created by Byte and a Half. It's incredible. Not JavaScript, not ModPE. It's actually hard-coded C++. It's just so impressive, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys this in today's video. It is going to come out in a few days for Android, and the development for iOS has already started, so if you're an iOS user, you can look forward to this coming to your device pretty soon. So, hopefully, you guys will stick around while I show you all of the awesome features that this thing adds. Alright, so I've hopped into my world. I do want to note that all of this world was created by Herobrine Skull. I've done a few things to it, but I just want to thank him for giving me the opportunity to use this world without having to create one of my own. But let's go ahead and get out using this button right here and walk out of the door. How sweet is that? So you can see I have a lot of I have a lot of things set up to show you guys throughout, and I'm looking forward to doing so. But first, let's start off with some redstone. Okay, so this is Redstone. Redstone Dust, just as the PC Redstone Dust works. You can place it, create lines, create cubes. You can just do whatever you want. Not really used for art, though. It's used for powering different blocks. You can see if you place down a redstone torch, which does emit light, does emit particles, everything that the redstone torch does in PC, it does in PE, and it is absolutely awesome. So this will power things that I will go over in the future. This is basically the basis of the whole mod. Alternatively, if you don't like the redstone constantly powered by the redstone torch, you could use a redstone lever, which will give you the option to have the power on or off with the flick of a switch. In this case, a lever. These levers are really, really versatile. They can also be placed on walls, like so, right here, which will power the redstone just the same way, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so they can be placed on walls or the ground as well. I forgot to mention, the torches can also be placed on walls, just like normal torches could. I also do want to quickly mention that all of the redstone editions can be accessed in their own creative tab through the creative menu, which is super convenient and very, very awesome. Alright, next up we have the redstone pressure plates, or just pressure plates for short. They don't have redstone in the name, I don't know why I said that. But we have two variants of the pressure plate, the wooden pressure plate and the stone pressure plate. Not only do they look different, but they also have functional differences, so I'll go through that in the video today. But first, let's just check out what this wooden pressure plate can do. Once I step on it, it will open the doors. It's going to power all three doors, just as simple as that. Very awesome. Really, really cool. You don't actually have to use the redstone trail. I'll go up here, and as you can see, there's a pressure plate in front of this door. It will open it up right away. The redstone is just to show a little bit better of how this power actually works. Also, over here we have a stone one, which is a little bit different, but not too different. The only main difference, beside the texture, is if you drop something on this, it actually won't power the redstone. If you drop something on the wooden pressure plate, it will power the redstone, because wood is lighter than stone, so you're going to need something a little bit heavier, like a person, to activate the stone one. Okay, because I can't explain that by dropping items, because I am in creative, I'll show it through the dropping of sand. So if I drop the sand on the wooden pressure plate, it will turn the power on for a second. But because the sand isn't heavy enough, it won't actually power the stone pressure plate. That is really, really cool, and it's those little details that make this mod so immersive and so fun. Alright, next up we have buttons, which can be used, of course, to power redstone, like the torch and like the lever. This just momentarily powers it, so it's good if you're trying to open a door, or really any function that you would use a button for. It's really convenient. These can only be placed on walls, so if you have a button, which I'll get through the menu, stone or wood, this time the only difference is texture. You can't really power that any other way. You obviously cannot place them on the ground, but they can be placed on the sides of blocks. So that is pretty sweet. And I'll show you guys, because the wooden one isn't actually out here, I'll show you what the wooden one looks like. Voila! Alright, next up we have the Redstone Repeaters, which you can also, of course, access through the inventory. These repeaters can be placed in different directions. As you can see there's a different direction there, and finally there. They also have different settings, which will adjust the time the redstone is powered through it. It's really hard to explain, so if you're new to redstone, you just have to watch. But I'll show you guys basically. You see how the redstone delays, as you can see, kind of delays in getting to where it's going. That's because these are disrupting the, could not get my words out. It is disrupting the immediate passage of the power through the redstone. So, as you can see, now it's going to go a little bit faster because I changed the settings. It's not going to go immediate. We can check without the repeaters. It's going to go, gosh darn pretty fast. So we can check. It's going to go lightning fast. You can see the repeaters delayed it. It's just a kind of mechanical thing that you can use, and it's really useful in a lot of builds. Also, Herobrine has hooked us up with a vertical repeater. This is just to save less space if you're going vertical. As you can see, the second and fourth one are actually powered, fourth torches, and if you flip the lever, the first and third ones will be powered. So that's just a useful thing. I mean, you gotta be getting into the redstone builds to actually understand what this would be useful for, but it's just pretty cool to showcase that all of the different mechanics are actually working correctly. And of course, just a little break of all the information, we're gonna go ahead and light up a TNT cannon. So let's go TNT cannon there, and as you can see, TNT cannons now work. Awesome, man, I love TNT cannons. I messed around with that one. I haven't messed around with this one. I'm pretty sure it's the same. We can try it though. Yeah, there we go. All right, light them up there. Nice, and it's gone. So that is always pretty fun to mess around with, but let's get back to the serious info. Next up, we have redstone lamps, which have an on and off setting. Redstone lamps are very, very simple. It's just a nice way to light up your room. If you want to turn on and off the lights, really come in handy. And yeah, they have two different settings, on and off. Accessed in the creative inventory. It's pretty sweet. I think it's really just a better version of glowstone, more versatile version of glowstone. And it looks as if over here we do have another TNT cannon, but this one goes off on its own, like that. Very, very sweet. Nice, very convenient for the lazy TNT launcher. So that's pretty sweet. Over here is a completely new feature. It's just awesome. It's pistons. He's added pistons into the game, which effectively push blocks as well. No sticky pistons yet, but pistons, which may not actually be released. I have to mention this: these pistons and detector rails, which I'll show in a second, may not be in the public release for the first release, but hopefully they will. So as you can see, the pistons are successfully pushing the chocolate blocks or dirt blocks through the earth, and it's just really cool, just how pistons should work. And I'm gonna try. Will it push the mine? It did push it. It did push the rails. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but push the rails, which I'm not gonna be worrying about using the rails. So yeah, that is the piston. It is absolutely awesome. Next up, we have the detector rail, which is that rail right here, and you can actually use it. Let's just show. You can place it through just like a normal rail, if I were to do a normal rail here, just like that. And it has a power. It has a redstone power, which you can access by, or I guess turn on or activate is the better word, by driving over it in a minecart. This can be useful for, of course, lighting things up as you go by, which is pretty sweet, but it has its other uses as well, which I'll show right now, which, of course, I can't wait for. And also, there's this little redstone lamp, which I can turn on and off from back here. But the real reason I was extremely excited to see detector rails is for this reason. Okay, I think third person is going to be appropriate for this. Here we go. You guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. How sweet is this? Goodbye, Redstone World. That is awesome. Just a complete destruction of this whole map. Very, very fun. Fun stuff. As you can see, of course I didn't break the sign. No way I was breaking the sign that said Jack. But yeah, that was the Redstone mod. I'll quickly go through everything in the Redstone tab. We have rails, powered rails, detector rails, iron doors, wooden doors, trap doors, TNT, redstone torches, lamps, buttons, pressure plates, pistons, the redstone lamp, the redstone block, which is actually another addition which I didn't show. It's just, it's in the redstone section. It's just a redstone block used by crafting 9 redstone into a redstone block. Fairly simple, so I didn't think that was too important. Of course, then the repeaters, the redstone dust itself, and the minecart. So yeah, that is the whole mod. It is absolutely awesome, and it should be coming soon for you guys to use. I hope you all did enjoy this fun little mod review. Make sure to check the description, though, because if you guys are watching this video a few days late, it may already be out for you. So be sure to be on the lookout for this mod coming soon. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll talk to you all later, and as always, stay frosty, my friends. Peace, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.